Hello everybody. It is still Friday the 12th of November, and yes, just as I said, I wouldn't make a video, but I think I need to clarify something. So I make a part 2 because it appears to me like I'm ego bashing in my last, that I'm saying the rational mind is nothing, and that is not what I'm trying to say. And there's actually something very important there in that thought. The rational mind is what it is, and in the end, it is just a computer. It has a bank of information, yeah? It takes in new information and it kind of checks that against the information already there, and then it reaches a conclusion. And that is all it can do. Yeah? So it is limiting. But the reason why we cannot at this moment rely on our rational mind to bring us truth, by which we can then say this is how it is, and this will be our act of creation. We know according to ourselves. That can only work if we were living at a time of truth. That is to say, what the information in your rational mind and the new information that goes in would actually be truth, a truth. Maybe not all there is, but at least it's true. And if that our computer was programmed in that way, we could rely on our rational mind to come up with a truth. Add a new truth to an old truth, what comes out is truth. And that's not what's happening at the moment, because first of all, we were programmed with the wrong perception that we must fight evil. That is that we are always fighting against something. We are in survival mode all the time because everything is coming up against us, and we're being judged by a God just to put the boot on it. So, and then everything that comes from the outside world, the new information, what's happening at the moment with information given. It's spun, it serves something or another, but it's anything but the truth. So the fact that we cannot rely on our rational mind at the moment is actually not its fault. It's doing what it can do. But we are living in a lie. So it cannot give us the truth if we're programming it, if it gets its programming from a lie. That is why it must step out of the way right now. And that is why, and I think a lot of times, again, that's something they know, where in times of, coming out of great tribulation, tribulation is being caused by us creating out of a lie. That's what creates the tribulation, because we are given according to what we know. So then in times of great tribulation, if people then actually do the unexpected thing, and that is step back, don't think, don't try to find a way out. That would be the most unexpected thing you can do right now. And again, if you do the same thing over and over again, you create the same outcome. You're still in the same program. So you must do something different in order for something different to happen. So don't think would be completely different at the moment. But then you have the thinking of Paul that is saying, so shall we then be in sin, so grace may abound? Yeah? Should we go deeper and deeper into the dark so that the light should come? Yes, you can do that, but it is the way of pain. because you are creating more and more pain in order to have salvation. Whereas Jesus said, no, you don't have to drive yourself to destruction in order to have salvation. You can have it at any time. You don't have to, let's say, pile up your debt, so to speak. Yeah? You can ask at the very first moment of death, and that would be the way of light. Where you, it still involves a minimum of pain, obviously, because it shows you on the wrong way, but, it only has to be a small amount. Receive at that moment and go on. And it is the evolution of us, the evolution of our knowing, where we've been given new knowledge that we did not know before to add, and that knowledge will be good, and it will be truth, and it will actually serve life. And that would be the way of light. But you can only go on that way if you know that you receive. And the other thing is, how do you view the Creator? What is the Creator? The Son of Man is compassion. So you see the matrix as something compassionate. And then you know you're not being judged. In it is no judgment. Because compassion doesn't judge. It doesn't ask how you got into that mess. It just wants to get you out of it. But then learn from your mistakes, obviously. Don't repeat them. Although, and again, you can do wrong according to your own will, and you can do it until you think, right, at some point I'm going to get pulled out of here. And that's fine. Just let me have things my own way, and then salvation will come in the end. But if you have things your own way, they create pain. So you're not creating good, you're creating pain for yourself. So what's the point? It is the wrong way. So just to say, I wasn't ego bashing. And I'm not saying you cannot rely on your rational mind ever. If we create a world of truth, our computer is programmed with what is truth, then we can rely on that truth and go forward with that truth. But as I said, that is not the way we're being programmed at the moment, which is why this is the point of great tribulation, where we must ask for a greater knowledge, and in order to receive that, yes, the rational mind now has to step out of the way. It should not have come to this point. It doesn't need to come to this point. But as it is, it has. So I believe this is what we must do. Anyway, I leave it at that now, and as I say, I'll talk to you sometime. Bye.